Nursing is exactly as bad as you think it is. So I'm not surprised that all these girls are quitting. I never wanted to be a nurse, but we're here now. I come from a family of individuals in the healthcare profession. That's just how it was. You got a career where you could make money, take care of yourself, and be in demand. And as good as I am at my job, it is absolutely driving me crazy. I've been a nurse for about 10 years now, and while I have worked in a lot of specialties, long-term care, short-term, and outpatient rehabs, I've worked med-surg, I've worked primary care, I've worked OC health, I've worked case management, I've worked utilization management, observation units. Y'all, I have worked everywhere, and I am spent. The stress is the same no matter where you go. I think the worst thing about nursing is the mean girl mentality. A lot of these nurses, especially the old nurses, they're evil. The whole eating your young as a new grad is absolutely crazy and insane. I remember being a nurse and having panic attacks when I went to work, having anxiety. These women were so mean to me. They would literally look me up and down at work and ask me, why am I so happy in the morning? What is there to be so happy about? And I'm like, dang, can I go to work? Can I enjoy my time? Can I live? And then growing up in the state that I grew up in, it was a lot of women who did not look like me. So that was really hard to navigate. I do feel like the older I got and the longer that I became a nurse, that I started working with more individuals who looked like me and were around my same age. But then, you know, people still carry that mean girl energy, and it's just like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I remember working in med-surg and having 8 patients to myself. That is crazy. There were no breaks. There was no going to the restroom. There was no getting out on time. Like, how do you do like a 13, 14 hour shift like it's okay? And then don't let it be 3 in a row. Like, just crying in the bedroom, driving home in silence, just reevaluating your life. It's a crazy time. It's a crazy time. And I know people talk about the money, but we don't get paid enough. I literally broke my back twice. Ended up in physical therapy for 6 months. Because, you know, patient was gonna fall on the ground, and, you know, I decided to be a good nurse and catch them, but ended up messing my back up, had to get a bunch of MRIs, physical therapy for 6 months, had difficulty walking, sciatica down my leg, and it's just like, yo, I am too young to be this busted up. It just wasn't making any sense. The whole term of being a healthcare hero would drive me insane. It's like, y'all, we just want equal pay and we don't want any more pizza parties. It's not that deep. Unfortunately, I have had way more hard experiences in my career than good ones. I feel toward the end of my career, things got better, but y'all, nursing is hard. And don't be at the wrong facility. Baby, it's over for you then. So if you really want to know why the nurses are quitting healthcare, it's because of these veteran nurses who are bitter and mean and don't want to help. They want to gossip. They want to do what they want when they want to do it. And then they wonder why all the younger nurses are quitting. Well, who's going to take care of everybody if we just all quit and want to live soft lives? They might be quitting because of the culture of the hospital. Some places, the doctors and the PAs will talk to you like you're the dirt, like you're the stuff below the dirt, like so disrespectful. Some doctors find joy in making nurses cry. The younger ones are cool, but some of these attendings, yeah, you better hope that you have one of those Filipino nurses on your floor, because when I tell you something about a Filipino nurse, they don't take no mess. That lady is gonna have that floor in tip-top shape, and I love it. Like, I love working with a Filipino nurse. Sometimes your nurse manager can be oblivious, and I used to be a nurse manager, so hey, you know what you know at the end of the day. Most of my nurse managers have been super kind, very sweet. Sometimes they literally don't know what's happening. I think I've only had 2 managers that were very much like, all right now, but Other than that, it's not been bad for me, but I know a lot of people quit because of their nurse manager. Another reason that nurses are quitting is because the facility doesn't have any support. Some places don't have nursing assistants or CNAs, and I don't know about y'all, but if you don't have a CNA and a good CNA, your shift is going to be really hard. I was a CNA for a year, so yeah, you could always tell the difference between a nurse that was a CNA and one that wasn't, because some of these nurses, they don't want to take the patient to the restroom. They don't want to wipe behind. They don't want to roll patients. They don't want to be on turn team. It's like, y'all, it's a team. We all have to work. No one is above doing anything else. All right, we're just trying to get through these 12 hours in one piece, insanity. But everybody doesn't think that way, okay? So you might just be on your own. Sometimes it's because you get a lot of nursing students, and depending on the facility that you're at, you don't get paid extra money. Now, if I was getting some kind of incentive for training, yeah, I don't mind. But if you're not getting incentive to train somebody, it's a lot harder, because it's hard to get things done in a regular shift. Now, for me to have to pick up a nursing student and actually talk through stuff, and then they ask a lot of questions, and I know because I was the one asking a lot of questions. So it's just too much. It's just too much, and it doesn't make any sense. So while I love working at a teaching hospital though, because they just have way more safeguards in place, when you work at a teaching hospital, it can be exhausting because sometimes the nurses don't know, sometimes the residents don't know. But like in situations like that, you really have to make really good connections with the attendings and people on your team, but it's not always possible because it just depends on the culture of your hospital and that floor. Lastly, the nurses are quitting because sometimes the families are rude. We all know I'm Black. I don't know how many racist things I've been told by patients, families. It's kind of insane in the membrane. Like, I'm taking care of you. You should probably be nice to me. But like, I'm still gonna do a wonderful job because that's my license. That's what I signed up to do. I literally want to help people, but sometimes it's like, I can help people in different ways that aren't discriminatory or harmful to my mental health, or having someone call me derogatory terms and scream through the entirety of my shift. Like, when you are the nurse, you are essentially the punching bag. Everything's your fault, bro. No meal tray, it's your fault. You didn't get ice chips, it's your fault. Your labs aren't back, it's your fault. You're getting discharged and you don't feel better, it's your fault. Like, everything is the nurse's fault. Yeah, baby. I don't know about y'all, but right now I'm living a soft nurse life. I work from home and I love it. Y'all couldn't pay me to go back to the hospital. I'm not doing it. I'm not going there. If you're a nurse or a nursing student, or you're thinking about being a nurse and you can resonate, go ahead and leave me something down below, because I know I'm not the only one who's dealing with this. And if you want to know more about the soft nurse life that I'm living, go ahead and let me know down below if I need to make a video.